Hello. Well, what sort of culture have you had? Did you manage to get in to see Frank Sinatra? I'm not asking if you bought tickets, I'm asking. Ephesia wanted to see Pavarotti and Frank Sinatra, so we had to get a bridging loan. We, of course, had our own parish of culture festivities. They have to rank as the most depressing series of monumental cock-ups ever. Really quite cheered me up. Old Mrs. Abernethy opened her house to the public, and everybody living upwind of it got a rent rebate. Not saying the house is dirty, but I happen to know that the cockroaches have formed their own housing association. Mind you, she's a poor old soul. 6 months ago, I discovered she had no clothes to wear. Imagine having to go about the house every day with no clothes. I, of course, have been visiting her regularly. And just as Glasgow has opened its new concert hall, we opened our new public baths. Originally, they'd asked a member of the Motherwell District Council to perform the opening ceremony, but he was in Japan. And a fact-finding mission, apparently. So I can't see there being much call for geishas in Motherwell. To be fair, I gather he hadn't wanted to make the trip. It was just that he couldn't say no, since he doesn't speak Japanese. Which is surprising, considering he's been there 7 times already. Anyway, I was asked to open the baths in his stead. We had a glass of tepid iron brew in the town hall. Then we walked to the site, and as we walked down the main street, I saw several houses with great notices in their windows saying, "No poll tax here." And I thought, you're bloody lucky. The opening ceremony at the poolside was brief and disastrous. A short prayer followed by a short selection on the accordion by old Mr. Bampot, the church organist. You get into an awful mess with Handel's water music. Fortunately, he had pills for that. Then Mrs. McCandlish, the coalman's wife, appeared in a bright red bikini with a hot flush to match, jumped into the water and sank like a stone. Well, more like a large boulder, really. Completely out of her depth, she was. Apparently, the council hadn't been able to decide which end should be the shallow end, and had eventually compromised by having it in a separate building 2 streets away. In his speech, the provost paid tribute to the old public baths, saying that its record for safety was unequalled anywhere. They'd been in use, he said, by upwards of 1,000 citizens daily for some 47 years. And deaths from drowning had never exceeded 2.3% of any one person. And what was even more encouraging, it had nearly always been the same person who'd been drowned. To complete the gala opening, a strenuous game of water polo was played between the Barlanach Brawlers and the Stob Hill Stranglers. No score will be announced till the next of kin have been informed. And now, a prayer. Oh, God, please have grace.